Hi students, good morning. So in the last class we started binomial theorem, and in that we discussed how to expand a plus b whole power n when n is a positive integer. Okay. Now in this class we will see how to expand binomial when the power is negative or rational. Okay. So when power is negative or rational, let's take n is negative or rational. N is negative or rational. Then the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n will expand 1 plus x whole power n. Now even if the expansion is given in terms of some a plus b or x plus y, that we have to convert in terms of 1 plus x whole power n, then we can apply this formula 1 plus n into x plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into x cube plus and so on up to infinity. Okay. So here we can see that when the power is negative or rational, now how many terms we are getting in the expansion? We are getting infinite number of terms. Whereas when the power is positive integer, in the last class we have seen power n is positive integer, number of terms we are getting in the expansion is n plus 1. Okay, that is the difference between power is positive and power is negative or rational. Okay, so this is the expansion for 1 plus x whole power n. Okay, now if I replace x with minus x, then we get expansion for 1 minus x whole power n. Now replacing x with minus x, it is 1 minus x minus x square is positive plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square minus x whole cube is negative. So minus of n into n minus 1 n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into x cube and so on up to infinity. So this is expansion for 1 minus x whole power n. Okay. Now we'll take some values of n and see what is the expansion we get. So these are standard results when we are solving numericals. So these expansions will be used more. So the expansion 1 minus x whole power minus 1. 1 minus x whole power minus 1. So applying this 1 minus x whole power n, where n is minus 1. So replace n with minus 1 and simplify. So we get the expansion 1 plus x square x cube and so on up to infinity. Okay, expansion for 1 minus x whole power minus 1. If I take 1 plus x whole power minus 1, the expansion will be 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x power 4 and so on up to infinity. Okay, so just replace n with minus 1 and then we get 1 plus x whole power minus 1, 1 minus x whole power minus 1. So these are the simplified parts. You have to remember this directly. Next, if I replace n with minus 2, 1 minus x whole power minus 2 is 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube and so on up to infinity. Expansion is 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube and so on up to infinity. If I take 1 plus x whole power minus 2, it is 1 minus 2x plus 3x square minus 4x cube and so on up to infinity. So remember these expansions in terms of 1 plus x, 1 minus x, power minus 1 and then power minus 2. Okay. So this will be used directly when we are solving the problems. Okay. So this is a binomial expansion when the power is negative or rational. Okay. we see the multinomial expansion. Multinomial expansion. So till now we studied binomial expansion, where we are expanding two terms like a plus b or a minus b, x plus y, x minus y, like this. Now we are taking multinomial expansion. So when it is more than two term expansion, it is called multinomial expansion. Now first we will see what will be the number of terms in the expansion, then we will see how to expand. Okay. So what you are seeing is, in the expansion of some a plus b whole power n, if it is binomial, what is the number of terms in expansion? Number of terms in the expansion of a plus b whole power n, we are saying it is n plus 1. Now can I write it as n plus 1 c1, because n plus 1 c1 is same as n plus 1. Okay. So number of terms in the expansion will be n plus 1. Now if it is expansion of three terms like a plus b plus c whole power n, this is the multinomial expansion. Okay. Expansion of three or more terms is multinomial. Now here formula for number of terms in expansion form. Number of terms in the expansion, when we are expanding three terms a plus b plus c whole power n, it is n plus 2 c2. Okay. Again this multinomial expansion we are taking for a positive integer, let n be a positive integer. So number of terms in the expansion of a plus b plus c whole power n, it is n plus 2 c2. Now a plus b plus c plus d, expansion of four terms. Here number of terms in the expansion is, it is n plus 3 c3. Okay, expand the value n plus 3 c3, then we get number of terms in the expansion. And similarly we can expand. Here we have 4 terms, we may have 5 terms, 10 terms, and so on. Any number of terms are there. Let us take the expansion a1 plus, a2 plus, a3, and so on, up to ar, whole to the power of n. Okay? So we are having r terms to the power of n. So in this expansion, the number of terms will be number of terms in expansion is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. Okay, where r is the number of terms in this bracket. So number of terms in expansion is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So we can remember this formula for finding the number of terms in the expansion of a multinomial. N plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. If I take r is 2, that will be binomial. Now r is 2 means n plus 2 minus 1, n plus 1 c 1. That is what number of terms in the expansion. If n is, if we take r is 3, r is 3 means expansion of 3 terms, n plus 3 minus 1, n plus 2 c2. That is the number of terms in the expansion value. So these formulas you have to remember. Okay. So that is the number of terms in the expansion. Next, in a multinomial, we don't expand all the terms here. So we write the general term in the multinomial expansion. By using the general term, we can find any term that is required. Now let us consider this multinomial expansion. Let us consider the multinomial expansion a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on up to ar to the power of n. Okay. So in this The general term is given by general term is given by it is n factorial divided by p1 factorial into p2 factorial into p3 factorial and so on up to pr factorial into a1 power p1, a2 power p2 and so on up to ar power pr. This is a general term. In the multinomial expansion, a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to ar whole to the power of n. So general term given by n factorial divided by p1 factorial, p2 factorial, p3 factorial up to pr factorial into a1 power p1, a2 power p2 up to ar power pr, where there is one condition here. This p1 plus p2 plus p3 up to pr, the summation should be same as the index n. Okay, so sum of these powers p1, p2, p3 up to pr, that value must be n, which is the index of our expansion. Okay, so here suppose if you want to find the expansion of a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to ar power n, if you want to find what is the coefficient of a1 square, a2 power 4 into a3 power 10 like this. So we have to adjust the values of p1, p2, p3 up to pr, so that their sum must be n. Okay, so this condition is important. This condition must be satisfied. Then only this will be the general term in the expansion of this multinomial. Right? So multinomial we don't get any problems. Maybe up to expansion of 3 terms will be getting in the problems. Okay, so that we'll see. In the expansion of ax plus by plus cz whole to the power of n. In the expansion of ax plus by plus cz whole to the power of n. So this is the expansion of 3 terms. Now we know in the expanded form how many number of terms we get. Okay, here we have 3 terms, means it is n plus 2 c2. Now out of all the terms, we need the coefficient of suppose I want to find x power p y power q into z power r. I want to find the coefficient of x power p into y power q into z power r. It is given by n factorial divided by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial. Now x power p means we get a power p also into b power q into c power r. Again where the condition is the sum of these powers p plus q plus r must be n. Okay, so just compare to this multinomial expansion where we are getting the 3 term expansion, right? Next, there are some formulas. Suppose when we are asked to find what is the 8th term or 10th term, so any term we can find with the help of general term in the expansion. But sometimes in the expansion 8 plus 3 whole power n, they will be asking the term required from the n. Okay, so how to find the term required from the n? So that is formula. In this expansion, rth term from the n you want to find the rth term from the end. Now here rth term from the end means, can you take it as TR directly? Rth term from the end means we cannot take it as TR directly. If it is rth term from the beginning, then we take it as TR. But here they are asking rth term from the end. It will be same as n minus r plus 2th term from the beginning. So rth term from the end will be same as n minus r plus 2th term from the beginning. So usually whatever the terms we find, that will be finding from the beginning. Okay. So when they ask from the end, we convert this into term from the beginning, then we can find using the general term. Okay. So this is one formula to remember. Next. So one more important formula. Almost for solving 90% of problems in binomial theorem, will be using this one formula. So in the expansion of a into x power t plus b divided by x power q whole to the power of n. So some expansions will be given in this form: ax power t plus b by x power q whole to the power of n. Now in this expansion, we need the coefficient of x power some particular number. Okay, we need the coefficient of x power some particular number. So in the expansion of this, coefficient of x to the power of m, where m is a constant, is obtained in t r plus 1, where the r value given as n into t minus the power of x m divided by p plus q. Okay. If you want to obtain the coefficient of some particular number x power m, it can be obtained in t r plus 1, r plus 1th term, where r value is given by np minus m divided by p plus q. Suppose we are having some expansion, in that we need what is the coefficient of some x power 5. So if you want to find the x power 5 coefficient, now we don't know in which term we get x power 5. So for finding that in which term we get x power 5, now we will be using this formula. It will be obtained x power 5 means m is 5, n is known, p, q and s are known. So substitute in this and find r value. So once we know r means, so required term we know. Once we know required term, by using general term, we can find that required term. Okay. So this is the method of solving, and this formula will be used only when the expansion is in this form: ax power t plus b by x power q whole to the power of n. Now sometimes expansion will not be given in this form. Now in such case, we convert that expansion in this form, then we can use this formula. Okay. So this is the theory about binomial theorem. So next we will be starting the problems based on this binomial theorem. Now let's see the problems based on binomial theorem, level 1. So the question is, the seventh term in the expansion of 4x minus 1 by 2 root x whole to the power of 13 is. So in this binomial expansion, we need the seventh term. So how can I enter seventh term here? Expansion is 4x minus 1 by 2 root x whole to the power of 13. So in this we need the seventh term, that is t7. Now can it t7? It will be written as t6 plus 1, because we have to apply the general term formula t r plus 1. So it is t r plus 1 in the expansion of a plus b whole power n. It is NCR a to the power of n minus r into b to the power of r. So applying that formula, n is 13, so 13 c6, a power of 4x power n minus r, 13 minus 6 into b means, see it is minus 1 by 2 root x, so that include minus also, minus 1 by 2 root x to the power of r, r means 6 here. So 13 c6 power is 7, so 4 power 7 into x to the power of 7, minus 1 power 6 is positive, 2 power 6 root x power 6. So it is 13c6. No need to expand 13c6 because the options are given in terms of NCR only. So no need to expand this. 4 power 7. Now divided by 2 power 6. Now it can be written as in terms of 2 power 2 square whole power 7. This 2 power 14 x to the power of 7. 1 divided by 2 power 6. Root x power 6. Means it is x cubed. So 13c6 2 power 14 divided by 2 power 6, it is 2 power 8, x power 7 by x power 3, x to the power of 4. So 13c6 2 power 8 into x to the power of 4. So required answer will be third option. Now the same option, same answer also can be written as, sometimes this option will not be there in the given options. So in such case, this also can be written as 13c6. We know that NCR is same as NC n minus r. So 13c6 same as 13c7 into 2 power 8 into x to the power of 4. Okay. So one of these options will be there, either 13c6 or it is same as 13c7, because we know that NCR is same as NC n minus r. If this option is not there, don't think that there is some calculation mistakes. So whenever options are in terms of NCR, now we have to check for NC n minus r because both the values are same, right? Let's see next question. The coefficient of x power 3 in the expansion 2x minus 3 by x square will be the power of 9. Okay. Now for solving this type of problems, that last formula we discussed, that will be useful here. Observe, we need the coefficient of x power 3 in this expansion. Now since power is 9, now we will be getting 10 terms in the expansion. But out of that 10 terms, in which term we get x power 3? Do we know directly? No. So we don't know directly in which term we get x power 3. So in such case, we will be using that formula. So this is the formula we discussed. Coefficient of x power m in the expansion ax power b plus b by x power q whole to the power of n is obtained in P r plus 1. So we get it in r plus 1th term where r is 1 n into p minus m, whatever the power required, divided by p plus q. So using this formula we can solve this type of problems easily, right? So as I told, for solving many problems we will be using this formula. Okay. So our expansion is 2x minus 3 by x square whole to the power of 9. Now we need the coefficient of x to the power of 3. Okay. So coefficient of x cube is obtained in P r plus 1. Where what is r here? N into p. N is 9, p is 1. So 9 into 1 minus m. We need x power 3 term. So m is 3 divided by p plus q. What is p? 1, q is 2. because it is in this form ax power p plus p by x power q whole power n. So what is the r value here? 9 minus 3, 6 by 2 is 6 by 3 is, so r is 2 means, so required term is t r plus 1, r is 2. Now we have to find this term. So how can I enter t 2 plus 1 by using general term formula? NCR, n is 9, so 9c 2x power 9 minus 2 is 7 minus 3 by x square power r is 2. Now here we have to simplify NCR because options are given in the simplified form. So this 9c2 value 9 into 8 by 2 into 2 power 7 x power 7 minus 3 square is 9 x square power 2 x power 4. Now if you see the options, they are given in terms of 2 powers and 3 powers. So 2 we can cancel 4 times. 9 is 3 square, 3 square. This 3 power 4, 3 square, 3 square, 3 power 4. This 4 is 2 square into 2 power 7, 2 power 9. Next, x power 7 divided by x power 4 is x power 3. So required t 2 plus 1 is 3 power 4 into 2 power 9 into x power 3. So what is the coefficient? Coefficient of x power 3 is 3 power 4 into 2 to the power of 9. So that will be 4 powers. Right? Next. Let's see next problem. If the coefficient of x in the expansion x square plus k by x whole power 5 is 270, then what is the k value? So again this problem we can solve by using this formula. Given the coefficient of x is 270 in the expansion. So here coefficient they only given. Now we need to find that constant k value. So coefficient of x means what is the power of x here? Power of x is 1. So m is 1. Given expansion is x square plus k by x whole to the power of 5. Now this coefficient of x is given 270. So first we will find what is the coefficient of x, then equate it to 270, then we can find what is the k value. The coefficient of x means it is x power 1. So x power 1 or x power term is obtained in t r plus 1, where r is, so what is r now? N into t, 5 into 2 minus m is 1 divided by t plus q, 2 plus 1. 10 minus 1, 9 by 3 is 3. So r is 3 means, so what is the t r plus 1 is 5c3. Expanding this in general form, 5c3 x square power 5 minus 3 is 2 into k by x power 3. So 5c3 or 5c2 it is 10 x power 4 k cube divided by x cube. So it is 10 k cube into x. So this is the term where we get x. So what is the coefficient of x here? 10 k cube. But given that the coefficient of x is 270. So by iterating the 2, 10 k cube is 270. So k cube is 27. 27 we can write 3 cube. So required k value will be 3. Okay. Let us see next column. The coefficient of x power minus 15 in the expansion 3x square minus 1 by 3x cube whole power 10 is. Again in the given expansion we need the coefficient of x power minus 15. So x power minus 15 means what is m minus 15, and comparing with the standard form n is 10. So expansion is given 3x square minus 1 by 3x cube whole to the power of 10. We need the coefficient of x to the power of minus 15. So x to the power of minus 15 is obtained in the t r plus 1, where r is, so formula for r is n into p. N is 10, p is 2. So 10 into 2 minus m. M is minus 15 divided by p plus 3. 2 plus 3. 20 plus 15. 35 divided by 5. R is 7. So this is the required term. T r plus 1. R is 7. So 10c 7. 3x square power 10 minus 7 is 3 minus 1 by 3x cube power 7. Now 10c 7 same as 10c 3. 3 power 3 x power 6 minus 1 power 7 is minus 1. 3 power 7 x power 21. So this 10c3 value, 10c3 is 10p3 divided by 3 factorial. So 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 3 factorial is 6. 3 power 3 divided by 3 power 7. X power 6 divided by x power 21. And we have minus. So minus x to the power of minus 15 divided by 3 power 4. Right? So simplified form. 3 2s are 3 3s are 3 2s are 2 4 times we can cancel. Next 3 power 3 times we can cancel. Nothing we can cancel. Minus 40 divided by 3 cube is 27 into x power minus 6. So this is the required term. The coefficient of x power minus 15, it is minus 40 divided by 27. Okay. So is that formula? X power m coefficient, it will be obtained in p r plus 1, where r is np minus n divided by p plus q. Let us go to next column. The term independent of x in the expansion 2 root x minus 3 divided by x power 1 by 3 whole power 20 is. Now we need the term independent of x. Now when can we say that a term is independent of x? A term is independent of x means what should be the power of x? Power of x should be 0. Then we can say that it is independent of x. Okay. So till now we are finding the coefficient of x power minus 15, x power 7 like this. Now indirectly what they are asking is we have to find x power 0 term. Then we say it is the term independent of x. Okay. So term independent of x means we have to find x power 0 term. So let us find x power 0 term where it is obtained. Again expansion is 2 root x. Root x means x power 1 by 2. So 2 into x power 1 by 2 minus 3 divided by x to the power of 1 by 3 whole to the power of 20. Now we need the coefficient of x power 0, that is the term independent of x. So x power 0 is obtained in t r plus 1, where r is n into p, 20 into 1 by 2, n p minus m, here m is 0, divided by p plus q. P is 1 by 2 plus q is 1 by 3. Okay, now simplified. 20 by 2, so it is 10. 10 divided by 5 by 6. 10 divided by 5 by 6. So r will be 12. 10 by 5 is 2. 6 will go to the numerator. So r is 12. Now R12 means what is the required term? T12 plus 1. So this is T12 plus 1 here, 20 C12. 2 into root x power 12 minus 20 minus 12 is 8 minus d by x power 1 by 3 to the power of 12. So NCR is to the power of n minus r by to the power of r. Simplify. So 20 C12 2 power 8 root x power 8 means x power 4 minus 3 power 12 3 power 12 x power 1 by 3 whole power 12 a power n whole power n is a power mn is x power 4. So x power 4 will get cancelled. So 20 C12 into 2 power 8 into 3 power 12. So this will be the required answer. Observe the options 20 C12, but none of the options we have in terms of 20 C12. Now whenever NCR is not there, now we have to check for MC n minus r also. So this will be same as NCR same as MC n minus r. So maybe this option will be there 20 C8 2 power 8 into 3 power. So first option will be correct, right? So whenever we don't have NCR option, we have to check for MC n minus r. Let's see next question. The middle term in the expansion of x plus 1 by x whole power 10 is. So in this expansion we need the middle term. So formulas we studied for middle term when the power is even. So power even means we get only one middle term. When power n is even, so this is the middle term, we get t n by 2 plus 1. That is the middle term, only one middle term. If the power is odd, n is odd means what is the middle term we get? Two middle terms we get, n plus 1 by 2th term and n plus 3 by 2th term. So depending on n, we get the middle terms. So given expansion, x plus 1 by x whole to the power of 10. Now here power is even. So power even means we get only one middle term. We get only one middle term given by t n by 2 plus 1. So n by 2 means n by 2 plus 1. So what is required? T 5 plus 1 means T6. So sixth term is required. Now we have to find what is the term. So expand T 5 plus 1. So this T 5 plus 1 we can write 10C5 x to the power of 10 minus 5 1 by x to the power of 5. x to the power of 5, 1 by x to the power of 5 will get cancelled. So required answer is NC 5. So this will be the middle term in this expansion. Okay. Let's see next question. In the expansion of root a plus 1 by root 3a whole power n, if the ratio of binomial coefficient of fourth term to the binomial coefficient of third term is 10 by 3, then what is the fifth term? So in the binomial expansion given, expansion is root a plus 1 by square root of 3a whole to the power of n. We don't know n here. What they given is, if the ratio of binomial coefficient of fourth term to the binomial coefficient of third term. So for third term and fourth term, we need the binomial coefficients. Only binomial coefficients needed. So fourth term, again fourth term is t4 is t3 plus 1. Again t3 plus 1, nc3 root a power n minus 3, 1 by square root of 3a power 3. Next, third term, t3 is t2 plus 1, so it is nc2 root a power n minus 2, 1 by root 3a power 2. So these are the terms t4 and t3. Now we don't need the total terms. What we need is the ratio of binomial coefficient of fourth term to the binomial coefficient of third term. So what is the binomial coefficients here? In fourth term binomial coefficient is nc3, in third term it is nc2. So given ratio nc3 divided by nc2, it is 10 by 3. Now by solving this we can find n. After finding n, we have to find what is the fifth term in this expansion. Now solve this. nc3 divided by nc2, it is in the form ncr divided by ncr minus 1. So it is the formula for ncr divided by ncr minus 1, n minus r plus 1 divided by r. Okay, formula for ncr divided by ncr minus 1, it is n minus r plus 1 divided by r. So solving this, n minus 2 is equal to 10. So n is 12. Now n is 12 means what is the expansion we can take over 12. Now in this expansion what we require? We have to find what is the fifth term. t5 is required. So again t5 is t4 plus 1. Now again t4 plus 1, n is 12. So 12c4. 12c4 root a power 12 minus 4 is 8. 1 by root 3a power 12. 4. Simplify this. What is the 12c4? It is 12p4, 12, 11, 10, 9 divided by 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24. Root a power 8, it is a power 4. Root 3 whole power 4. So root 3 whole power 4 means 3 square. Root a power 4 means a square. So what we can cancel here? 12 2s are 2 5 times. 9 3 times. So 3 square we can cancel. So required is 55 a square. So required fifth term is 55 a square. Okay. So let's stop here. Try to go through the problems of up to 23. So any doubts you are having, you can post in the group. Thank you.